safer Ballman could work to invade into the enemy jungle, but I may not like it. Oh, wait!
Okay.
Of course.
He got let through this far?
Oh yeah.
I forgot.
We completely forgotten about the Archive, but yes, Archive being opened up for grabs from Team Hawk. Pretty no-brainer. Jungle Archive, great way to just disengage and fight. But Todak, the response is going to be the Irritel itself. So, considering that Team Hawk finally finds the situation that they wanted, Todak is in a prime position to actually maybe fight against the Minotaur. And okay,
Great
they
call.
bring the Minotaur again.
Great call, Staffa. Great call here. And that's what I was a little bit worried about. If they don't have a marksman, which they, again, Todak has been prioritizing so many bans to make sure that they have a marksman that not only auto-attacks, but is able to hard carry this game. They got rid of the Karina, they got rid of the Fanny, they also got rid of the lane bullies and an assassin-style, sorry, not assassin-style, but a fighter-style jungler in Paquito and Melissa to open this pick open and have a Minotaur to ensure that they win these fights.
Todak's draft right now, honestly, to me, has just straight up won. This is terrifying. Team Hawk really doesn't have a lot of solutions to it. Even the heavy spin can be disrupted by the Minotaur ult. And looks like they're gonna lock in the Beatrix as a safe choice here. I think it's kind of alright, but I'm leaning Todak.
Well, it seems to me, Todak, they have adapted a little bit more. They're bringing in the armor shredding composition with the Dirov as well as the Irritel to completely bully the tanks coming from Team Hawk. Whereas Team Hawk, they have an Archive. They can find a way to deal with this Paramis composition, and I'm looking forward to see who comes up on top, because Todak, they may be down 2 games, but it seems like it's not over yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be potentially seeing the full 7th game here in this best of 7 for the grand finals, as the game is going to be on its way. Drafts being set here in the grand stage of the Quill City Mall with this Minotaur coming up on stage. I'm looking forward to see who comes up on top for game number 3.
Todak definitely looking to be returning to form right now. They've got their comfort picks and they are looking terrifying, not accepting that they are going to lose 3 games in a row. It is time for the Swordfish to bite back, and it is up to Team Hawk to see if they can deal with this as we enter the land of dawn.
Game changers here. It's all about game changers. Todak on the blue side, Team Hawk on the red. Now, I'm looking for a way for Team Hawk to get out of this because it feels really, really difficult against Todak. Mid lane is even hard to contest.
Yep, but they're actually doing a lot of damage to Yumski. Disrespecting Cho and Lilia. Level 1 has so much damage.
Man, why can't Team Hawk give me a little bit more time so I can explain this matchup? The mid lane at level 1 was going to be their most important timing. Top side is going to lose. Little Wanderer should fall into the hands of Team Hawk now.
Min doing such a great job right now, denying away Formaze and Chiku guys' pressure. They take the Litho for free, and Rival, he decided to go for the buff instead of that river fight.
Okay, I think that's totally fine. I think even Rival understands that there's no real point to go into the river fight at that stage of the game, considering that even if Forme shows up, Lola is going to even out the numbers advantage. At the end of the day, numbers still matter here. But if you look down on bot side, I'm rather surprised that Panda has already taken a pretty terrible trade against Momo.
Oh, Min, he could have jumped into a bad spot here, but he still gets the 2-man Jeet Kune Do. Actually gonna force Chiku to be the one to flicker out. No Minwu and Fury yet, he's only level 3.
I like how Gary is playing this, right? He's rotating purposefully through mid to ensure that Todak actually has to break away from the stalemate that they're trying to create.
Yeah, and as of now, you can see that Team Hawk, they have to go in for a little bit of aggressive play, knowing that as if Todak decides the tempo, things are going to be taken out of equation. But it seems like Rival is going to miss a couple of daggers in, but objective seems to be the way to go from the side of Todak. I guess Todak, they want to play around their win conditions, and I feel like that's going to be the Paramis as out rather than Team Hawk's position.
Or oh, actually, Rival does secure the turtle, but Chiku guys gonna get the Minwu and Fury. They're gonna knock them up, and the Cult Altar coming in. Rival secures the kill onto Min, follows it up with the double onto Gary, and this is the opening Todak is looking for.
That's really nice displacement coming in. Chiku able to get maximum value out of there. Mon's still alive, so we will be able to defend the mid lane. However, Todak should technically take the initiative to dive Panda here on the bottom side of the map. If not, catch out some potential reinforcements. reinforcements, because I feel like even Team Hawk, you can tell with the movement of Min, is suspecting something is going to happen.
They're absolutely suspecting that. They're gonna put a bit more pressure onto the gold lane, but Todak, it doesn't seem like they're biting the bait right now. They're recognizing that Team Hawk might prioritize their gold lane, and they're just gonna take it slow, play it safe, continue snowballing because they've already given Rival the lead.
Yeah, I mean, Momo is already winning out his lane against Panda somehow, and topside is just a losing matchup straight up.
Now, based on what I'm seeing so far coming from Hawk as well as Todak, it seems like Todak, they can play a lot in terms of team fight potential, but Team Hawk, they're just completely dodging. But based on the emblems I'm seeing right now, it feels like the magic shop is going to be a very, very popular in this particular game, just because of the fact that, is it they want those items up? Does it really, really bring that much of a factor compared to the jungle emblems coming from Gary?
Well, hold that thought. Min, he was looking for the engage, but wasn't able to get the angle for the way of the dragon, as Forme is gonna be disrupted from his Abyss of Strike, pushed back under the tower with a heavy spin, but he's still alive. Not for long though. Lola gets his much-wanted revenge against the Diroff and the EXP lane.
Really good preemptive defense coming out from Team Hawk to protect the bottom side of the map to make sure that Todak can't actually get a response down on bottom side. So now with this play, opening up some opportunities for Lola to actually stabilize instead of continuously losing out this game against Formaze, he should be able to hold on his own. For this upcoming turtle, I'm not sure.
Chiku, he's almost full on rage. He has Minwu and Fury. He's gonna look for it, but Min gonna actually disrupt them. Team Hawk recognizes the threat. They're not gonna group together too hard. Chiku gonna catch two, and Min going to be sacrificed by the three-man falling Star Moon. Disrupted by Cult Altar. Team Hawk though, still buying a lot of time. Forme jumping on top of Lola, not able to finish him off, and he himself is falling real low. Chiku even forced the flicker over the wall to escape the damage from Team Hawk, but heavy spin has been used, so Rival should secure this turtle.
The problem with this Minotaur is you never know when exactly he's going to use it. And he is playing this mind game with Chiku. Does he want to kick Chiku away? Which I absolutely think he should have in that particular point of time. But Team Hawk also recognize that if they don't have the Minoan Fury, they could look to engage.
In the bottom lane, Yumski trying to look for the gank, but Panda gonna wisely stay in the bush, and Min's presence will deter them from it, but they do give a lot of gold over to Momo as he takes the full tower, and Todak gonna prioritize shoving out the side lanes.
I'm gonna see them do more here. I feel like Todak is taking their time, slow and steady wins the race. They've already got two side lanes here, and honestly, they can keep on winning these team fights and press their lead into the enemy jungle, but there's nothing to fight for just yet.
Now, seeing how this is actually going as well, Yumski, he's just playing very, very safely on how things is actually escalating. But I'm really surprised by how Team Hawk is just respecting this. But as of yet, it seems like the moment they actually, I jinx it, Yumski is going to get kicked off.
Yeah, but they will actually successfully defend from it as Rival now looking for a pickup on himself. He's going to go for Man, forces out the black shoes. Forme is jumping in the back line, takes out Gary, but he will die in exchange. Minwu and Fury gonna catch out two. Panda has to dash away to safety. Rival not quite able to finish Man off, but he's done his job. They're chasing Team Hawk and forcing three members to recall.
Whoa. Wow. Okay, so they trade 1-for-1, but Todak is going to get much more value off of that pick. They get a tier 2 in the process. They can rotate fast and push really, really fast. But keep in mind, I think Todak have set some protocols. They are making sure that specifically when you're talking about this Lilia, she either has no charges or she's out of the fight so they can't stall when the Call Altar gets popped.
Yeah, this is actually helping them a little bit more. I brought up the point about the emblems coming from Rival as well as Gary, right? Gary is going for a jungle emblem, prioritizing on securing objectives, but pay attention to gold ranking right now for Rival. He's slightly ahead. He's taking advantage that he does have a little bit more damage when it comes to fighting, and it's actually paying off. But now Team Hawk, they're setting up for this next fight against Todak.
Min, he gets the kick onto Yumski, but he has been left in the lurch. Minwu and Fury on one person. You can feel the rage coming out of Chiku, guys. That's gonna disable Team Hawk without their rover. Lola gets a two-man falling Star Moon though, and they want to start this. Gary gets the heavy spin, tries to push Chiku guys back, but he flickers out of the way. Cult Altar just to be safe, and Rival will secure the turtle while all of this is not happening. Gushin now looking for a pickoff by himself. He will aim for Panda, but Panda dashes away right into Formaze, but he gets disrupted, and Formaze gonna flicker for the kill. Abyss of Strike secures the double. He's gonna get kicked back, but Formaze already did his job.
Well played the Formace. There goes into the bush. Abysm strikes. They don't realize it. Gary thinks of it a little too late, gets nicked by it, and gets finished off by Formace for a double kill going over to Todak. With that means that Todak is going to secure the lead, break the last outer turrets here, and really put Team Hawk in the dirt.
Ooh, the Minnow and Fury once again onto the twins, and they are both gone. The 5G connection has been disconnected by Todak.
So brutal. Such a brutal show of form from Todak.
Yeah, but as of yet, it's just insane to see how Todak has kind of dynamically shift their playstyle from game 1 to game 2, identifying what they need to disrupt Team Hawk's momentum. But I want to talk about how things kind of escalated, right? It seems like Team Hawk, they're very distracted with the cult altar rather than focusing on Formace. Formace, time and time again, was able to take advantage and cut the back lines and completely flank them off guard. So my question is Team Hawk focusing a little bit too much on the cult altar, or should they focus on somebody else?
I think they should continue to focus on the cult altar, right? The fact that Formace got away with that was already a bit disappointing because Team Hawk have all the defensive tools to actually stop Formace from playing like that and getting away with things like that. But Todak, on the other hand, that cult altar is flexible. So even if Formace is alive and goes for the flank, Yumski could try to make a play of his own to save him with the cult altar and turn the fight around into a complete 5v5, which Team Hawk is currently struggling at.
Yeah, it does sound like right now what Todak is coming out on top with in terms of this battle is options. They have just so many more tools that they can use to initiate fights, to disengage, to counter-initiate based on the situation. And Team Hawk doesn't quite have enough resources to respawn. They're still going to be able to take this top tier 1, but is it worth it trading for the Lord?
I think they have to play for the later stages of the game, right? They just kind of don't have a choice. 5k lead for the side of Todak and no real way to actually beat out the initial burst from Todak as well. I think Team Hawk, they have to play for the ultra late game here. They're looking for the 15-minute mark.
Now, when it comes to their playstyle, it seems like Todak, they're once again going for the psychological warfare. Team Hawk, they're just so afraid of what this Zero brings to the table, and I'm a little bit afraid of if things get a little bit escalated, they are going to back out. But with the Minotaur in the front lines, you can see the hesitancy from Team Hawk to actually force the fight.
Lola, he actually still jumps in on this, but careful, Chiku, guys, he's got full rage. So far, it doesn't look like Todak wants to expend for it. They already got that tower for free, but this is where they could be dangerous. Chiku, he has his flicker, he has his ultimate. He doesn't even have to use it for Todak to secure that tier 2, and all of this is achieved before the Lord even collides with the inhibitor turret, which it is getting very close to right now. Team Hawk, they need to avoid grouping up a bit too much, but how can they do so when they're defending their base? Chiku, he's still waiting. He might go for it. Lola, he jumped too far. Minnow and Fury has been popped. Disrupt the heavy spin. Momo jumps in, gets the steamroll. Formace with the abyssal strike into the backline. Flicker to take out Panda, and now the men is gonna be taken out as well. Unstoppable streak.
Totally crazy for Todak. They want to see Todak close out this game. Is it going to happen? And
yeah,
well, that's going to be the case.
What happens as Todak? I mean, anyone could have predicted that this is what would happen once we came.